All right. Welcome in, everybody. This is going to be a ray tracing tour of the Hey Neighbor Minecraft map. Get some beautiful lighting effects. This is in creative mode, so these zombies aren't going to bother me, but you can see got some beautiful ray tracing. You've got these morning sun streaming into the bars of the castle as the sun slowly rises. And we're just going to go on a little tour. Now we actually have fairly decent frame rate in here. This is still relatively new. I actually have fairly decent frame rate, largely because the render distance is so short. Right now I'm only rendering 8 chunks at a time. But as you can see, everything looking so good. So we're going to start off with some of the Hobbit houses, although here you can see that's one of Josh's houses that was made. This is one of the barn that Dylan made. Here are our banners, although apparently in ray tracing the banner graphics don't show up, so not sure why that is. But I want to start off our tour with and this is a tavern, by the way, that I believe Tay is working on. I want to start off with a tour with some of these animal enclosures that Lulu has been working on. Let's see if we can get up into the... Gotta close the door. See the fishies, you get to see that beautiful light refraction into the water. Our pandas chilling in the shade. Hello. So cute is what they are. Have all the little black and white fish that go along with the pandas. Oh, gotta make sure we close both those doors. So there's the panda enclosure. And I believe... Oh, yes, let's not forget the sea turtle enclosure. And so cute. See that beautiful water. The light's starting to filter in. Sun's going up in the sky. And then we'll come over here to the fox enclosure. And you can see the sun's actually hidden by a cloud right now. And so you can see that there's even cloud cover affects the sunlight. Now this light's getting a little bit more harsh again. Got the kitty cats guarding the bridge. Hello, hello. I have all of the UI turned off, so I can't see all of their names at the moment. Go over here, across this lovely bridge. It's just like the little miniature snow biome. You can see under the bridge we have the fishies in the water. All just relaxing in the shade so peacefully. And we've got a couple dogs. We've actually got one pooch here guarding the fox cage. And head on in. We have all our beautiful little foxies. Arctic foxes and orange foxes. Got some that are napping and sleeping. But their little enclosure where they're nice and happy. And you can actually see on the quartz, it's not quartz, but it's polished diorite, I believe. And you can see how the legs of the... You can see how the legs of the scaffolding are actually reflecting into the polished diorite. And I think even the foxes themselves are reflecting. So cute. All right. Oop, that one just about made a run for it. And we can go down here. It's a little dark down here with the ray tracing. But you can still see. Hello. Boy. Hello there. Well, you cares about me. A place where we can view the foxes. And you can see how the light's casting, like right where it's coming into the dirt, it's casting a shadow realistically against this wall. All right. And now the sun's getting a little bit brighter again, looks like. Let's go ahead and head on in. Now you can also see that one here, we've got a lot of different light sources going on. And this is where you start getting a little bit of frame stutter, but it's still actually doing pretty darn good. Demon puppy, beware. So let's go ahead and go inside. Let's back up a little bit so we can take a look at Lulu's little Hobbit house. Got the entrance, glass log window up above, and the main window to the side. I'm gonna head on in. And this is where you get to see the difference between the nice, bright outside light. And now we come into the warm lantern light that's inside. I hope I'm not moving this camera too fast. I do tend to do that, so. Come in here, it's nice, cool light in the bathroom. Couple banners hanging on the wall. Those are supposed to look like mirrors, but again, the ray tracing texture pack is not loading in the banner packs. See, we've got a nice shiny iron trapdoor here for the shower. And a lever for the shower spigot, I guess you'd call it. Shower head. Then we can go into our walkway. And you have the elytra on the lit frame. Look at that. Beautiful. We hunted the Ender Dragon and went and found the elytra. So much fun. Here is your kitchen area with the two hello kitties. Two kitties watching, sitting on their long little lounge next to the library. Look outside at the beautiful vista. Hello. And turn around. I have the two stoves with the campfires underneath. And you've got the fish on the cutting board, the carrot on the cutting board. And then you've got the refrigerator here. So many beautiful light sources, though, that work so well together in the ray tracing to just combine into this lovely soft glow. Oh, hello there. You can see the sofa here is made out of, again, a polished diorite, and light sources are gleaming off of it beautifully. Hello, Pooch. And so again, you can see outside, you can see the garden outside. Sun reflecting off the garden across the bridge. Such a beautiful, cozy little house in the wall. And quite honestly, something I've always wished I could have had in real life. You see up there, we've got the trapdoors with the levers for shelving. And we've got our little cauldron. Go over here. And let's check out the little study area. Ender Dragon head over the enchantment table area. All these little block sources make it so warm and welcoming in here. And then you have the ender chest. And just look at that. Now that the sun's going down, it's turning into the evening sun. And it's starting to stream in through the windows. You can see we're getting a little bit of frame drop there, but we have a lot of light sources in here. Open up this hallway. Our nice little cozy hallway space with a little bit of dirt and flowers. little bit of amethyst, and just look at the way that the geode flooring just reflects so beautifully against that light. Oh, and there we go. We just hit nighttime. And now it's very dark. Very dark, but we still got lots of light in here. We can continue on. And in here, it's very dark because there's not many lighting sources at all. So even during the day, this would probably be pretty dark. But you can kind of see in here, we've got the chests. Got a painting in here. And more paintings. We've got hello puppy. That's Shiloh sitting on the bed. And look at this aquarium and the way it's naturally lit and all these fish inside. And it's each fish casting its own shadow as they move about. So pretty. Do this fine. We have a little balcony looking over the jewels here. Go back into the daytime. Now let's see if we can take a nap. There are others on the server. So let's see if we can take a nap. Hello, Pooch. Let's see if I can borrow this bed for a second. I don't know if the others will play or not. I mean, will lay down or not. Oh, they did. Perfect. Now we're back in daytime again now. So now it's morning light. You can see, look at that morning light come streaming in through the window. So beautifully. And it just looks so refreshing. And you can see how that light fills in through the gaps in this little arched hallway. It fills in this room just a little bit. And you can see, look at this mushroom and the way it just lights up this corner. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Now we can go to this little secret doorway to this magical room. So peaceful as we walk along. Look at the reflections, the lights on the walls. Sound of our footsteps. It's just so peaceful. So magical. Let me step through here, going from Lulu's house to Josh's house, which is stinking cute. Got that nice little, we got war and peace over here. War with the sword, peace with the flower. A nice little library. See how cozy it is in here in Josh's little Hobbit house. It's connected directly to Lulu's. And this is his front door, so we'll go ahead and go to the front door here. We'll go ahead and leave, and we'll come back. And then look at the morning light as it fills in, and our virtual eyes get adjusted to it. We've got our big weeping willow tree that Percy made. Right over there you can see is Lulu's Hobbit house. And this is Josh's. Lone Hobbit. Which this was also made by Lulu, so very nicely decorated. Got a little playpen for the puppo. He gets to sit back there in the shade. Little garden patch over here for food to grow. Jack-o'-lantern sitting on the bench over there. Close this gate so nothing can escape. And then let's go back inside. As you can see, as the light fills in, so warm and so cozy in here. There's the painting where we came through. Over to this side, we've got a kitchen. Small little windows that you can see outside. Another cutting board with a fish on it. A little place to eat and sit. I love these use of pistons for tables. Work really well for that. And then over here, we've got the master bedroom. We've got a his and hers gaming setup. So this will be Lulu's with her laptop. The pink laptop. And over here is Josh's with the triple monitor setup. Lovely, lovely. Very cozy room. Got the cabinet space. Everything just works so well. then we can head on outside. So that's Lulu and Josh's Hobbit houses. From here, we'll move on down the line. Next one, I think, is Tays, although I think Tays is under reconstruction at the moment. Like I said, so this tall fence is what, as you can see, the castle walls is what Dylan's been working on, which is doing a fantastic job in using that as much inspiration for the castle, and he's been helping me a lot with the castle. Like, the castle will not look anywhere near as cool as it does without his help. And you can see in the distance, it's not quite in render range, but you can see the castle watchtower, which we'll see eventually is heavily inspired the four corners of our castle that we've got going. But this was Tays, and like I said, I'm pretty sure this is under renovations. As you can see, we've got Lulu is here working on it. Lovely purple carpet. Reconstructing the entire space to have wood walls. Got all the axolotl here in the aquarium. And it's hard to see past them, but they actually overlook into a giant cave system behind that glass. Very cute. Just like, look at the shadows. Like, you can also see the way like Lulu casts her own shadow against the wall. Little mob heads cast their own walls. Very, very beautifully done. You can see there's a room off to this side, which I believe is... not sure actually what this is. This, I believe, was one of Tay's original rooms. It's like a storage area, which I think is really cool. Each item frame is backlit, which I know in the standard texture they're not backlit. Not sure why in ray tracing that they are, but kind of interesting. They count as their own light source, little miniature light source. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen with the space. Got the elegant bedroom here that looks over into the aquarium. See that water refracting so beautifully. All right, so we're going to go onwards with the tour. There we go. And now, let's go up a little bit. And we're going to go take a look at Percy's little Hobbit home. Need to climb up here. Be a little bit tricky for us to get up here. You can see my frame rate's dropping a hot bit because now we're moving faster, but there you go. Pixie Hollow. I can enter in. Now this is very naturally lit with trees. There's not a lot of natural light in here. Very low amount of lighting. But it works really well to make this a very cozy space. We've got the Ender Dragon head on the armor stand, which is stinking cute. I love that. Let's see here. And you can walk back, and Percy also has an aquarium. And look at this natural lighting is just filling in this entire space. And you can look inside. You can see how the glass is reflecting the flooring. We can just take a quick peer inside. And it's kind of actually a little bit hard to see inside. But we can see from here. You can see the turtle and the axolotls all swimming around so happily. And they're nice and very lowly lit by the sea pickles. Just a cozy little space with lots of trees, lots of greenery. Banners. Just a perfect little Pixie Hollow. Have barrels up on the walls. Little bookcase. And I believe, and it's tough to see, yes, a little canopy bed. Tough to see in there though. I believe that is a canopy bed. Using banners as curtains, which I really like. And back into the outer world. And now we're heading back in the evening time. And we can head on on to the next ones, which we're gonna head on down here for a little bit. And the next one is going to be Dylan's. As you can see, that light's casting these nice hard shadows. You can see the ground. The ground actually has like this 3D textured look to it. And this is Dylan's space. Got this very, very cozy, very large Hobbit space. The White Stag Hall. And when you walk in, you've got beautiful lighting, putting everything together. Let's climb up here. You have this nice lounge, and look at the way that the fire reflects off the... See, just that way that the fire reflects off the polished flooring. With the flowers that are dripping, and just raining these soft little puddles on the water, on the floor. Have this little place to sit and eat. A little kitchen area. Actually, quite a big kitchen area. And we have these lovely end rods that we're using for lighting. It's nice, bright, brilliant lighting where you need it. You've got lanterns here, nice soft lanterns for that cozier lighting. The grandfather clock, which would have a pendulum on that banner, but it's not quite working. And here is the enchantment room. If you go over here, and the lighting in here is considerably not working right, but you would normally see, because there's a floor thing right here. I don't know if that'll open or not. Nope. There would be a blue handle at the bottom. You can kind of just see it. And a red handle for the hot water. Very nicely done with the bathroom here. Using a string hook for the sink faucet. And here you have your enchantment room, also with a dragon skull. And if you come up here, you have the very cozy crescent moon bed. A little tricky to get to, but that's a whole little crescent moon bed. Whoa! I think we just stepped backwards a little bit, but very cozy little bed designed by Percy there. And if we continue with the tour, little shelving space, another aquarium, beautiful aquarium. I love how everyone has incorporated almost everyone's incorporated a aquarium into their design. Keep going forward to this little hallway area. And then we can go down into here, which is mostly for storage. We've got chests over here, barrels all along the wall, and this nice view out into the darkness of the night. Which takes us to our next part of the tour. We head outside into the night. And we've got Percy's Weeping Willow Tree, which is gorgeously lit. And so beautifully sculpted. You see we've got all this nice lighting, the prismarine reflecting the light beautifully in exchange with the more muted softness of the oxidized copper. And you can look back up. The whole beauty of this tree. A beautiful centerpiece for our little kingdom. You walk inside and it's very magical as you walk through all the lights. And just rest and enjoy all the peace. Look how cozy this is. So beautiful, so tranquil. I really love how this tree came out. And then next up we will go is, and this is relatively new. I don't quite know this. I don't quite know the backstory to this, but it's a wonderful little design that, wonderful big design actually, that I've only noticed last night. See, we've got Bulb here, a little TNT throwing gentleman. We have this giant statue that serves as a really cool entrance piece to the castle, and it looks very, very well done. I love the design. Not sure, no, I'm not sure yet who made it, but I love how it came out, and it looks great against the night sky. Serves as a warning to those who might dare enter. And up here in the watchtower, we have another Mr. Bulb, along with the lighting for this watchtower. Watch those who might enter. Although we've got some lighting problems that would appear because we have, looks like some skeletons and a creeper, but. And again, this is now nighttime, so we'll have to wait till daytime to show off the rest of the world, but you can take a look at that wall again once it's daytime. Inside of here, though, we have the barn that Dylan had made, along with a lot of the animals that Lulu and Dylan and Percy, they had collected a lot of these animals. We have all of our chickens. A lot of sheep, a lot more sheep than I remembered. We have the bunnies. Our horses. Ooh, one of our horses has a lot of armor. And our pigs and cattle. And so it's a really brightly lit, really safe barn for the animals. That way they aren't ever in danger. And this is the first house that Dylan built for us. We built a temporary house and then Dylan built this one over it. Very lovely design. Hopeful house. Oh, need to hop down and open the door. Then this is our supply bunker, and this is where you'll see a lot of really cool lighting effects. You can already see that the glass, the way it refracts the lighting properly. As we go down in here, you will see we have our wheat farm. And this was our first bedroom, basically, where we have a place where we can also put down beds as needed for safekeeping. Live, laugh, and love. Our main storage section. This is all for our survival equipment. So basically everything that's in here is survival. You can see that the metal bars reflecting the light. You can see that we've got plenty of lovely lighting in here for our potato farm. Head down these stairs. Sugarcane farm. And here's our blast furnaces where we smelt things. Our enchanting room down here with the amethyst flooring. Again, you can see how it just reflects everything so beautifully. It reflects the library books, the glass. It's just beautiful lighting. And you've got this fantastic lighting from the nether portal. All those purple hues, and they cast off the blocks just so, like they're supposed to. Whoa! And I think we just ended up in another, a little bit faster than I expected that we would. We just instant traveled. I didn't know you could instant travel. Yeah, look at the way that the nether just... Uh-oh. We might have a problem. Oh, got lucky there. You can see the way that the purple light of the nether portal just illuminates all these bricks. So much like in real life would. And you've got this nice warm glow of the lava, our little incinerator. This comes about so well. You even see that the purple glances off the anvil over here. And the lighting keeps going on. So as you go down, we have these nether plants over here. And as you go down, it just looks so natural, so real with that ray tracing. But let's go ahead and head back on up. I'm not sure what time it is. The looks of it looks like it might be almost morning time. It is. Morning has begun anew. And so from here we can take a quick flight up. And we can view Dylan's wall from the outside again, and you can look at just the grand scale of it. So grand and so well done. All the wood pillars and the curvature and everything just works out so well. And it looks like a grand entrance to this little village kingdom. And we have the dragon statue here in the daylight, and just look at the sheer momentousness of it. I think that's the right word. So grand. And it came out so well. I absolutely love how that came out. This eventually will get worked into stairs, but as you can see, you got this grand entrance as you come in. And you can see all the Hobbit holes to the side. Dylan's and Percy's, and there's Josh's. And just over that hill is Lulu's. And fly around here a little bit. And there is the barn. And once more, we've got Tays Cavern so far, which is a work in progress. Feel free to make pretty. You walk inside. You can see how the lighting plays in an empty space like this really nicely. And it's really cool that you can see that faint green lighting streaming into the windows, that morning light. Oh, close that door on myself there. And over here, have that little well. And out here we have, it's going to be interesting, we'll come back to that in a minute. Here's Josh's house that he built. And once again, the banners aren't loading in, but we can step inside. Very cozy little small space. He's got some floating bookshelves. Just a warm, cozy little place to rest and learn and to read and take on some new knowledge. It's quite dark in here though, so I would show a little bit more. I believe, oh, we do have some stairs up here as well. You can see we have more books as the bookshelves fly about the space. To tell what's back there. We have up here our nice little patio with actually a pretty clear view of the castle. From there, we'll show off. We have, oh, looks like one of our island golems have escaped. But we have Josh's little arena torture pit, where several may enter, but only one may leave. With some really neat working redstone work. With some gates on each end. Ooh. And then from here we have the village, and I believe Percy has built this. We have our friendly golem that watches over. And with double gates, so that way the villagers can't manage to escape on their own. all these little villager houses. And each have been named. Each have their own names. Home of Fishy. Really cute little spaces. The home of Tater Joe 2.0. I still need to ask Percy what happened to Tater Joe 1.0. Guessing not good things. Oh, close Tater Joe's house. Ooh, look at the pretty well. With the glowstone lights inside, and just look how they refract that light in the water. Oh, look, the traders come in today to visit with us. Home of Mendy. It must be our blacksmith. Ah, this one is for sale. It's an empty spot. Nobody's home yet. And home of Unbreaky. Another cute little space. Look at these. Look at these cute little spaces, though. And we have both of our iron golems. Although I think one had... Nope. No. That one seems to have disappeared. I think he's over there. But one is war and one is peace. Villagers beware. Golems inside. Come on in and trade with us. Gates to the village need to be closed at all times. Exactly. And we have another one of our friendly protectors. As you can see, there's where the wall is coming through. And I think that's either war or peace. Not sure how they got out, but... Right, and we can fly back over here. And we can head down into the cave. It's not really a cave, it's a shortcut tunnel. Heads on down. Very well lit with all the glowstone up above. With a little sanctuary. Lulu Sanctuary. Which Lulu made. And such a peaceful place in here. The glowstone lights up here. Leads up to the ceiling. We have a handmade tree with beehives. All the fishies. And a sea turtle. So tranquil. And a couple of parrots that stand guard here. Just so beautifully tranquil in here. And the lighting just plays along the little sanctuary so beautifully. So we can head back into the tunnel. And this will take us out to the boat, the little boat dock. This is what Percy had made. Boats are us. Safe travels. Welcome back. We can fly out here. And as you can see, we've got the beautiful old boat dock. I love the shape of it and the way that it blends into the natural stonework of the hill. Then over here, you see we have a nice little tent, another little dock. A tent with a tree and some stacks of logs. And a place to sleep and be safe. I believe Josh made this, but I'm not entirely sure. My memory doesn't serve me well a lot of the time. This is Percy's cave. Or not cave, maze. Percy designed this maze, which I have attempted once, and I've managed to find the exit once by chance. It's a very brilliantly designed maze with a lot of twists and turns and 3 levels. And our friendly little llama. And it's a very challenging maze, and I would go through it, but I would fail horribly at it. But suffice it to say, it is very well done. With lots of little twists and turns as you go inside, and you can see that The walls are just so trippy with the ray tracing. And the lanterns every so often, you can get so turned around in here. You'll have no which way to go next. I'm excited to try it again. And with that, the only thing that's left then to show off is the castle, which is still very much a work in progress. As you can see, there's the sun setting. We can just get within render range. This is the castle that Dylan and I are working on. It's coming along very nicely, much to Dylan's assistance and a lot of his input. All of the, because you can see each of the four corners were heavily influenced, pretty much a straight copy of Dylan's design, and he's helped basically with everything, honestly. I'm very happy with it. As you can see, you come inside though, you get this nice, beautiful show of the light as it streams in. That evening light is streaming in as it sets, and you can see the light casting from the opposite windows. That sun sets, and our interior lighting takes over. Much as when we had started. And so there's a lot of decorations left to be done in here. We have to build a stairwell, everything, but we do have a whole aquarium in one whole corner of the building. We fly up, and this aquarium takes up the entire top level. But let's go back to sleep. We can show off the upper part at night. You can see how it's just, oh, that ray tracing is just so amazing. At the four towers with a grand center tower, with a tree in the middle and a small private garden, a little water with a little fishy swimming in it. Then we can walk underneath, and it is impossibly dark in here, but you can almost see this grand stairwell. So let's go to sleep one last time, and hopefully the others on the servers will be able to. On the server will be able to as well. We'll give them just a moment. Oh, I don't think that they're going to sleep, so we'll go back. We'll be able to show this off more in time once it's done, but Dylan made this great staircase that's here, and it's a bit hard to see because of the nighttime. But it is a grand staircase going all the way up from the royal bedroom below, and it leads all the way upstairs to the, well, this is going to be a little alchemy area where you can see that light come in side. And that will lead all the way up here to this garden. That's it. That's our castle. And our village. All the various houses. You can see how well they look at night. So beautiful. And just the sheer combined creativity of everybody in the server just boggles me. And it's just amazing by the sheer quality of just what ray tracing can really do. Bring in and flesh out this entire world with beautiful lighting. And I'm so very glad that you went on this tour with me. Very last place we'll head though, is this is where my little hobbit hole is going to be. Don't need much work. Oh, it reminds me though. I forgot to show you. Lulu's little beehive. It's dark at night, so you guys won't be able to see too well, but all the beehives, all the honey making, all the flowers. Cute little beehive space. Built right into the wall. But with that, I think it's time for us to head on in. Take a well-deserved nap. Thank you for watching. See you next time.